Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this GMC Terrain behind me, and it's been sitting for quite some time with the sunroof broke. And the interior of this car is completely covered in mold and is soaking wet. So this vehicle is definitely going to be fun. If you guys enjoy watching these videos, make sure you like and subscribe so you guys don't miss any of our future content. So without further ado, let's jump right into this disaster detail.
So right off the bat, you can tell that this car wasn't properly maintained. There's a bunch of mold in it, a bunch of filth, leaves, you name it, it's probably in this car. The seats, they're just as moldy, just as filthy looking. So we're gonna get all those cleaned up, we're gonna get the carpet cleaned up, everything like that. So here's some more before shots, and then we'll jump straight into trash removal. So as I'm pulling trash out here, you can see that the carpet is still extremely wet. So I'm gonna finish pulling out all the trash out of this car. And during the vacuum process, I'll go ahead and vacuum all that water up as good as I can before we remove the carpet. Starting the vacuum process, I'm gonna start with the mold, kind of help us later on down the road so it's not so hard to get out with the pressure washer. And then I'm gonna work my way around the carpet, vacuuming up any leftover debris that I couldn't pick up, and as well as getting some of the water out of the carpet so it's a little bit lighter when we go to pull it out later. Typically when we do seats, we only use one set of brushes, but since these seats are so bad, we're gonna use two. And we're gonna start off by spraying it with some all-purpose cleaner, coming through with a soft detail brush, breaking up everything that's on the surface of the seat. So it's not really cleaning down deep. It's more or less just the surface. So all the surface mold will come off in this process. Then we'll dry it, spray it one more time with APC, give it nice steaming before we dry that, and then spray it again. Come back through with a stiffer brush so we can get in all the perforation and get real down deep into the seat and make sure that we get rid of all the mold. That way the car doesn't continue to stink. And then we'll steam it one more time, and that'll be our seat process. Typically, we don't really use a steamer, but we read some comments of people saying that we should. So we went ahead and brought it out of storage and used it for this car. And it was actually pretty good timing because we needed to sanitize all the mold anyway. So if y'all like seeing the steamer and y'all want to see more of the steamer, make sure to let us know down in the comments and we'll be sure to put that in future videos. So as you can see, the marker marks are pretty stubborn. They're not wanting to come off. We tried numerous different products. We tried an all-purpose cleaner, an all-purpose degreaser, a soft detail brush, a stiff detail brush. We tried a bunch of stuff, and in fear that we were going to damage the seat further than it already was, we just decided that that was as clean as we could get it. Just like on the other side of the seat, we could lighten it up quite a bit, but we couldn't get it completely gone. So we decided to call it quits before we actually ruined the seat. Now that the seats have all been touched up, it's time to move on to the carpet. We'll be using the same process that we always use on the carpets. Taking it outside, spraying it down with some all-purpose degreaser, hitting it with the drill brush, making sure we have all the fibers broken up, there's nothing still left in the carpet, and then pressure wash it all out. Make sure we got no sand left in it, make sure there's no mold, make sure there's no whatever left in this carpet. Then we'll hang it up to dry, and once it's dry, we'll come back through and extract it all out. That way it leaves a nice, good finish, and the carpet looks real good sitting back in the car. Now that the carpet's dry, we went ahead and put it back inside so we could start extracting it. And being it's a hot water extractor, it sanitizes the carpet as well as making sure it's perfectly clean. And as you can see, the water stays clear throughout the whole process of extracting the carpet. So therefore, there's no more dirt, no more contaminants, and no more mold left in this carpet. So for the interior, I'll be using everything I usually use, some all-purpose cleaner, soft detail brush, and a microfiber towel. And I'll also be using a steamer to kind of steam the air vents, steam anything that could have had any contact with mold, any mold spores, anything like that. And like I said before, if y'all do like seeing the steamer, make sure to let us know in the comments below, and we will make sure to put it in future videos. So our process when using a steamer is we typically like to spray some all-purpose cleaner on the panel or whatever we're working on first, and then steam it, just because it gives it that extra punch, and it helps break up everything that's on the door panel or on the seat, wherever you're using a steamer. It kind of just helps, and it makes the process a lot quicker. We don't usually show headliners because they're really easy to mess up. But we had a bunch of comments asking how we do it. So we're going to demonstrate to you guys how we do it with these perfect example of stains. And first we're going to start by spraying a stain fighter foam onto the stain. Let it sit for a second, agitate it with the brush attachment for the steamer, and then drying as we go with a microfiber towel. And it works pretty good as long as you keep the steamer moving. Don't keep it in one spot for too long, or you will melt the glue that holds the headliner up and it'll begin to sag. So moving on to the floor, I'll be steaming it to disinfect the whole entire floor. And I'll be using the steamer, the brush attachment for the steamer, and a soft microfiber towel to soak up all the water that's been left by the steam and all the gunk that has been melted by the steam. Now that the floor is done, We'll be dressing all the seats, all the plastic, anything that's leather or vinyl will get dressed. And then we'll finish the car up, put it back together so we can get y'all some after shots. So here's some after shots of the car after we got it put back together. These are before. After shots will come soon. If y'all like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the little bell so that you don't miss out on further videos. And like always, stay mad and stay clean.